Good evening, Fantastic Sherlock Fox, and good evening, everybody. You can hear the portal next to me because we're going to be hanging out in the Nether briefly. We got a couple of minor things to do first, but I know that those of you that are not subscribed are dealing with, escape options, dealing with an ad. So as soon as that finishes, we'll get back on the road.
Hi, Del. I'm good. How are you? Well, I've got a great group to send over to you. They've been behaving, but I know, so I can't make any promises that they'll continue to behave. Yeah. All right. I hope you have a great stream, Del. Oh, thank you. Okay, bye.
All right, so hopefully that came through. I have absolutely no idea if that worked, but you know, I heard her, she heard me. That was the big key. All right, so we'll just wait for the raid to come on in, say hello to everybody, and then get on the road. Because I'm borrowing a space at the moment, so we're kind of hiding out. Oddly, I am unreasonably wound up today, like nervous, and I don't know why. That's not normal. Just turning the Jabba down a bit. Actually, do I have... Nope. Don't have sounds for being able to mute this one. All right. So, long story made super short. It is the Dadcraft stream weekend, and we are playing with the schedule. Here comes the raid. Welcome on in, raiders. Looks like I'm the head of that raid. Let's kill this one just so people can see. Welcome on in. So we've got Neon and Mel's raid. Yay! Hello, KC Grandma. How are you doing today? It's a very busy raid. 22. If you want to get in on that, feel free to type an extra exclamation point drop. Woohoo! And Benson, hello, welcome in. Oh, Casey Grandma hit the poll. Yay! Congratulations. Welcome in ITT Tom, and Flaming Fox, and Scrub Lord, and Mel, the Lady of the Hour. Thank you very, very much for passing on the torch. Hey, yo. Yeah, so I was hiding a little bit in her stream, being very, very distracted, and actually realizing that I was having Discord problems. So the fact that we got it all working this time is a serious improvement. let's see, who do we have? Okay, there's a few hanging out on the server, so I'm just going to be a bit of a pain and hide most of what's going on, just so that if I get really lost, I don't end up getting too confused. And Scrublord is already my biggest fan, and he's looking for... You know what? You're going to have a hard time getting everybody to get their hellos. Yes, I get it. You're going to have a hard time getting everybody to get their hellos when I forget to start up the bot. So we will bounce that one for now. And we'll let that one come back through in a minute or two. All right. See? I knew something would happen. It always does, right? Isn't that how it works? Yeah, I'm so used to... I have to turn that back on. I'm so used to being able to just use T to do this kind of thing. There we go. Biggest fan is Poodle Pirate. Nope, it's not. It's now ITT Tom. And then it just looks like ITT Tom claimed his own. I think I'm going to bounce that one. All right, guys. So we've got to welcome a bunch of people coming in. And hopefully at some... There we go. Now the bot's cooperating. So we have Champion of the Hill. And feel free to type exclamation point join. We'll start that one off.
Welcome.
Now, Mel, if you could recap us a little bit on what happened at the tail end of your stream where you finished up, that would be highly appreciated. Hello, Neon. There we go. Welcome, proper hellos. So you're going to see the hellos filter in as people actually say things. The plan today, we're standing in... We're standing in the dynamite space because when you get into the brass section here, we need to build this empty blaze burner and then go and click it on a blaze. So that's the short version. That's why we're here.
Hello?
How am I, Casey Grandma? Wired and unusually nervous, which is weird because, I mean, everybody knows I've done a ton of hours, but for some reason today I just don't. I'm off the game, so we gotta get ourselves back, get our feet under us, and we'll be fine. All right. Fine, it's all fine. Welcome. See, the bot's catching up. Much black concrete.
Greetings.
Yeah. Are you using some sort of, what do you call it? Alternate texture pack then, Mel? Because, I didn't find it oh, hang on a sec. I have. No wonder I'm having problems. There we go. That should make things a little smoother. I had a horrible time with the black concrete when I was doing it in Java because I wanted it to be black, so that, like, people wouldn't see the hull. Actually, it was bedrock, but so that people wouldn't see the hull. And after a while, I'd get myself turned around in the hallway if I wasn't careful. Okay, so what we need to do to start building this thing is I have to squash 4 plates of iron. So I had to make sure that we got the little widgety thing set up. You won something! Yes! Sort of. So ITT Tom is the new champion of the hill using the teapot. Ooh. Well, I mean, for those that have a different time zone than us, you'd be right in there with them. But I think a teapot would be more appreciated for them to be drinking tea rather than smacking people over the head with it. Oh, okay, just that bit behind the portal. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. All right, so this one is a fairly easy build. I did look into it. And we need to put 1 block in the center and then just surround it. There we go. So we have the empty blaze burner. I'm going to set down for a second. Boop. And this thing has to be filled with a blaze. If I understand. Tom's little teapot, short and stout. There's his handle and there's his spout. I don't know. Tom's a lot nicer than that. Maybe he's more of one that we tease people with at camp. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here's my handle and... Oh my goodness, I'm a sugar bowl. Potion of fire resistance. Yeah. That's going to come in handy. All right. What else do we need? So to the second step of this one, we actually need to now go and click a blaze spawner on a blaze. All right. And then we can look at it to see how we're supposed to use this thing, right? So then it's going to become our heater, which is why it's important that we have to actually go and fill it. Okay, back. And I'm going to take one more look at the quest itself and this one. So we now have to go do this part of it and take the blaze. So we go up to a spawner, and I can click it on the spawner directly, which might be the easiest, but I have a feeling I'm going to be on fire. So that's where we're at. We're going to run through the portal, but I'm going to clean up the mess first, because with the ability to go /home, I don't need to be doing any hanging around after that. Let's see, did I get those pieces? 1, 2, yeah. 3, this one. And I'm not here to actually kill blazes. I'm quite literally just here to collect one and get out of there. That's all there is. And that was probably the world's dumbest thing to do. Let me not do that and just leave a bed behind. Sorry, guys. Apologies. Actually, let me, in a sec. What I'm gonna do is actually scout just a little bit. Oh, hello. Okay. So the reason that I didn't do this on camera to come all the way over here is there's my home beacon. 4100, so 4181 blocks away. So yeah, it's a little far. I'll just apologize to the dynamites in advance. Alright, so that way if something goes sideways, I'm not as dead. Blazes scare me just a bit. But, you know, what can you do? Okay, which way did we go last night? Not that way. I think. Yeah, this way. I had a bit of a problem yesterday when I got in on the dynamite's side. Oh, hanging out here is probably not smart. There. I actually got myself into a crash loop, so we nearly had to have a different alternative plan for today. But what it turned out was I was running a mod addition to the pack that it's called Rubidium, and found out Rubidium has some bugs in it that can easily be triggered by things that happen with Create. Not everybody runs into it, but I found an alternative to Rubidium, which is basically a fork of it that had more bug fixes, called Embedium. So if people are running into that sort of problem and are playing on this server, just something to take a look at and see if swapping that out helps. But yeah, I was pointed out kindly, this is here for what you would expect. I just need to go in and collect a blaze and get out of there. That's really all there is to it. But if I can do it from a server or from a... Aha! Oops. I see what she did there. They did there. Mm-hmm. Dude. Plunk. That's it. Okay, I'm over here. You guys can just despawn for fun. So quest completed was, you want me to do what? Blazes like burnable items to eat. It gets them all fired up. So I have blaze cakes. Yay! I'm glad we get one of those. Okay, what do they want us to do next? We have to make brass ingots, which we'll probably do back at our base, but let's just see where we're at. Ah, not at brass. Sorry. Okay, so we need a brass ingot, which is... this. Okay, I have to get nuggets, which I can do. Alright, well, we're gonna play with it, but I don't believe I need to be here again. So, let's go. Since we didn't make a mess, then I'm gonna go back and get that bed, just so I don't leave any messes behind. And then we'll slash home. I honestly thought last night that I was going to have to spend a bunch of time actually getting over here on stream. Oh, how kind. Okay. I thought I was going to have to spend a whole bunch of time getting over here, but thankfully did not, because apparently we're allowed to do teleports in this one, provided the person at the other end accepts that we're teleporting to them. The other thing I discovered too, if you teleport to a spot where you're not in a full height block, you actually get stuck in the block. Why do you guys keep breeding? Seriously. I have not added any extra bed, and this is now the, like, 5th villager that they've created, 5th or 6th that I'm aware of. You too. Oh, for those that were on DC's stream last night, I fully intend and have put in a word to get my command out on his stream updated. I was goofing about it in stream, but we went ahead and did it, so yeah. It'll be changing. I don't think it'll be changing in time for this evening, but yeah, for those that were curious, I did go ahead with asking about it, and Mihaku says she thinks she can make it happen. So that's cool. I'm happy. My current one, it was actually, where is it here? This one? Which is really, it's just a McGonagall boom that has very little utility. Okay, so we need to make this brass ingot, which is out of nuggets, or a circular recipe, right? And it's all circular. So there's actually more to it than that. I believe, if I remember correctly, we can use this one. Oop, nope, this one. Next. Not that. Mixing with heat. There we go. Get copper and zinc together in a heated mixer. So I have to take the bin. Where did I put it? I put it somewhere. There we go, the basin. And I have to put the basin on the heater. Pretty straightforward. Let's see, I'm not using the potions at the moment, so let's put those. Yeah, sure, I'll put them up here. 1, 2, 3. Bad, you go over there. I don't need those at the moment. I think that's it. So we're going to have to actually end up making ourselves a little bit of a lava farm eventually. But for now, we can get away with this blaze cake. Oops, and I need copper and zinc. Well, I'm walking away. Let's grab some zinc. Actually, do I have... Nope. This way. And copper. What did I bring, 25? Sure, 32 is close enough. Because if it's like a 3-to-1 or something like that, then at least I'll get a few pieces. I've learned. This has wood floors and wood roofs. Don't let Delenn put anything burnable inside a wood building. I've burnt things down probably about 5 times now. You're cute. Get these out of my hand. Put this one on top. Can I throw things from there? Let's find out. Oh. Apparently not. Delenn can't seem to put things down. There we go. Ooh, recipe filter? Nice, okay. No. No. Click with item to replace. Well, that's not gonna happen. Dirt. Sure, that's not gonna work either. Can't make dirt. Well, that's alright. We will do it this way then. Like. Alright. So you are a happy little Blaze. There's multiple states of this thing, and if we feed him enough, then he's going to heat up. Oh, hello. There you go. Now you've superheated. Don't set me on fire, please. And let's put... let's grab a couple of these. Sure, half a dozen. Why not? Glenn, really? Okay, and let's throw some of those in there. I don't know what it's going to take, but... Alright, now, I assume I'm actually supposed to... Shush, buddy. Stir this somehow. Which would have made sense had I thought about that. And we need... this one. That thing. What is this? Whisk. Didn't I make one of these? I did. Okay, hang on a sec. I'm gonna waste the heat, unfortunately. It's just the way the life goes. If I made a whisk, there we go. Because I didn't know where I put it. Come on. Back up the door. This one. That's fine. This is mechanical. Let's see if I can make this cooperate. Nope. I don't think that's gonna work. Come on. Mixer. W. Ah! Oops. Let's spell it right. Alrighty. Okay. Oh. That's not ideal. But we might be able to get around this. Make it lazy. Might. We'll see. I want... Give me my cogs, please. Sure. And let's take these and those. And we'll see whether or not I'm going to do this backwards, or if I actually build something bigger. Okay. Small cog, please. And get away with it this way. Apparently. I have a suspicion this isn't going to work. Because Delenn. Yeah. All right. One. Two. See what happens. I don't think I got what I need. I did. Oh, okay. Surprise. Genuine surprise. I got a brass sword. All right, sure. Okay, what do we need next? Aside from putting the sword somewhere useful. You know what? That's not good if I let it despawn. Carrying too much junk. All right. Let's do it this way. Put stuff away later, right? Isn't that how it goes? Yes, I know. Ah! Junk box. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was doing stuff in the basement, can you tell? Okay, let's get the sword in there. 1, 3. ACK! Glad you're here. It's a little quiet, but that's the way life is. Okay, so what do we need to do now? I'm just poking through as many of these as we possibly can until I have to build a farm. My logic is that I get more pieces unlocked that way, and you never know what's going to pop up. Let's see how far we can go in this one. What have we got? Brass tunnel, brass funnel, and smart chute. Okay. So tunnel, funnel, and smart chute. Sounds familiar. Tunnel. Brass funnel. Okay, those are the other... Oh, okay, I gotta go down the other route first. All right. So this one needs me to go up here, make rose quartz, which is, I believe, some redstone and a nether quartz. We'll see if I have enough, but I can definitely do that upstairs. Make sure I don't leave any bits in here. Let's just take some of this stuff back with me. And put that away. I'll pull this one and that one. Okay. Okay, redstone and nether quartz. Let's put that away. Redstone. There's the quartz. We've got one. We have to use that. Doo-doo. One to make. I get. Oh, I have to make 4 of them. Aha. Well, let's see. I don't even know if I have enough for that. Nope. We got 2. That's fine. So we're halfway there, but we know we can do it. Put the extra bits and bobs away. Drawing a temporary blank on the redstone level. Does anybody happen to remember off the top of their bean what the most effective Y level is for redstone? Because I forgot. If not, I'll look it out. Look it up. Geek Out's up there already. Okay, our category is miscellaneous. 2 films directed by Ivan Reitman. Wow, I don't even know who Ivan Reitman is. So it's got a roughly 5-minute timer. So when you hit half past the hour, we should be able to switch that one up if nobody's responded to it, or if we have managed to get it. Okay, let's put that up there. I'm going to use the blaze cake later. Put that over here. You either, yeah. You know what? I'm going to skip it. You're up to 2 Disney films in which mythological creatures appear. That should be a lot easier. All right. I didn't put the emerald away. I know I'm going to regret that. There we go. Okay, where did I put my cheat note? Okay. We're going way down. Never go mining without extra supplies, right? Right. This way. That'll get me at least 1 more pick. Nobody's gonna bite? True. Okay, so we've got 2 mythological creatures. Yep, Hercules for sure. And Snow White's iffy. And I don't... Is it just me or... I haven't paid any attention to Percy Jackson. Is that a Disney thing? Actually, I'm going to need both of these. This one in there, that one over there. I needed sticks, right? Right. This one. And let's grab a little more. Maybe not that much. Oh, it's Disney made the movie. Okay. I'm aware of Percy Jackson as books, but I knew the movies were coming. I just couldn't remember which studio it was. Aha. Okay. See? Tells you what I know. Ooh, whoops. I'll be honest, I haven't actually seen a whole lot of movies in a very long time. There's a lot of the ones you guys are talking about in Discord from time to time that... Hello, sir. We're not going in there today. There's a lot of ones you guys are talking about from time to time that I've heard of, but never actually seen. This one was way down on the bottom. Where are we now? 14, we gotta keep going down. Okay, so what I'm gonna do then... Go this way. Why do I want it to? Sure. Before I get too far, I'm just going to... Where's the dump zone? Got a dump zone over here that I left last night. So I'm just going to see about a lot of cobblestone. Let's stop and make a couple of picks and see how fast the copper picks are. Because I have not tried them yet. Oh, that's a brass one. Whoops. Need a copper one. There we go. Put that down. Now grab the second one, and we'll call it for now. Take that with us. All right. Hopefully this will be a little bit faster. Yeah, I would say definitely that's a good one. Yep. We're honestly not actually all into the Disney set. I think I might have to spend a little bit of money on the net after Christmas and get... Oops, I was going down, wasn't I? Okay. And get some more of the... what are they called now? I suppose I didn't bring torches, so I'm going to run up and grab some more, because 13 isn't going to cut it. Actually, do it the easy way. Hi, sir. Where did I go? Squirrel, sorry. Whoops.
I hate squirrels!
There we are. This. Give me some torches, please. Oh, do I have some actually? There we go. That'll do. For the purposes of torches and such, let's take a little bit and leave the rest behind. All right, let's try this again. We're going down this time. Down, down, down. All right. One named Friend of Princesses. Flounder, I guess? Because he would be Ariel's friend. I mean, same movie, we got Sebastian. Though it says princesses plural. That's the other challenge. You know this one, go for it. I can come back and get that zinc later. Okay. Make sure we're not in the dark to start with. Okay. Marker. You were gonna say flounder? Whoops, sorry. And named is the key, right? So it looks like we have to go way down because we need redstone, unfortunately. Jeepers, these things have low durability. Look, I've got gold round too. Raja the Tiger, excellent. My sanity dig. Sorry, guys. Oh, okay, let's do this, that, this. Hooey. That one. Biggest fan is now ITT Tom. Nope, sorry. It's taken from ITT Tom by Scrublord. Thank you very much, Scrublord. Oh, we're gonna end up caving. Yucky. Oh, double yucky. We're connecting into the other spot. Yeah. No likey. That's okay. We'll get there. Let's do this. Dreamer's prerogative, right? Just say no. Oops. I don't even want... That's not the pick she wanted. Not the pick you're looking for. Till diamonds are in abundance, you shouldn't use that one. I'm sure there's going to be a way to do a redstone farm. That might not be a bad idea. And pull this one down. There we go. 2, 3, 4. We got a long ways to go. Oh boy. So let's see, we'll read it. Named Friend of Princesses. Can anybody think of any more? Because I'm not sure if I can think of too many others. I mean, I could have tried to Wreck-It Ralph, but the problem is with that one that the whatever her name is, the sugar character, isn't really a princess. Oh, Gus, I guess, the mouse, who was a friend of Cinderella. I'll go with that one too. And rescue everybody. New Geek Out. So yeah, though it weights very heavily towards Disney, I did not realize the Geek Out game was so... It seems to figure that being aware of Disney stuff makes you an appropriate nerd for the game. Oh. Do it effectively. There we go. Inventory profiles next is going to, pretty quickly here, swap out my pick. So hopefully won't be too annoying. There we go. I like these ones, they just seem very low durability. The speed's great, durability's a little bit suspect. Hey James, how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome on in. Welcome to Stream Weekend. I'm still calling it Modsmas because that's just my theme for the month of December. And yeah, that term in itself is kind of suspect, but I'm going with it. It's not officially tied to any particular holiday. I thought the idea of, was it Magica might be a little bit more, as a portmanteau of a holiday and mod, it was probably a little bit more sketchy, would take more explanation, and was probably slightly more offensive. So, yeah, that's why you didn't get that. I even considered Modivus, which made even less sense, but sort of spinning off of Seinfeld's Festivus. Always good to see our friends. So, I unfortunately stayed up too late last night, but did not get to see as many streamers this round as I would like. I apologize to those streamers that I missed. I got little snippets here and there. Yesterday I got a bit of Poodle, I got a bit of our fine friend Benson and Lyric. Fine friends, plural. And that's about all I remember, to be frank with you, other than pardon me. I enjoyed sitting in DC's stream and Creef's and a bit of Bob's, and then I went to bed, which made me then oversleep. Excuse me. And did not actually see a whole lot of people after that. Just too bad. Yeah, I caught a tiny bit of the dubs, the dynamites, but not all that much. So it's been a busy weekend. I think it's just because it's the season. Like, it's the season for busyness, and when it's not busyness, it's visiting. But had a blast last night with the fam. For those of you that have seen it in Dadcraft's Discord, our family yesterday went to see what we call the holiday train. So if you look it up on the internet, it's mostly Western US and large parts of Canada, but it's the Canadian Pacific, Kansas City Northern Railways holiday train. So they've combined forces as a single company now, and so they call it the CPKC holiday train. And really, it's a diesel train with a number of cars in behind it, like boxcars and whatnot, that are covered in Christmas lights. Hey, Arch. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. Oh. And here, once again, Dell says no. Because I can't. Oh, maybe. There we go. Yep, Dell says no. Alright. So yeah, we enjoyed the train, and it was really fun. It was a concert by a kids. I don't actually. I keep saying it's a kids group, but I don't really know if it is or not. But it's a group I don't recognize. Oh, well, that's less than optimal. There we go. And they were I think they were the Anyway Gang or something like that. And it was actually just a good time. So we spent, well, I had my daughter's soccer yesterday afternoon, and then my mother-in-law came to that, and afterwards she stayed with us, and we hung out at the house for like 45 minutes or something, just in time for everybody to, freshen up and whatnot, and then off we went to the mall to do a little tiny bit of Christmas shopping, and then off to the train, and followed that with pizza dinner, and that was that. So it was a pretty busy evening. Yeah, thank goodness for VODs. I have a long list of VODs to watch in the coming days. Definitely. But yeah, so it's funny hearing everybody's stories about having people complain they put up the tree too early for their Christmas celebrations. And I admit, we have not put up our tree at all yet. We'll probably do it next week. There we go. We're only at minus 41, but we're getting a good enough sized blob. That would get us the 2 more pieces we need. So I'm actually going to continue just a little bit further so that we can see if we can pick up any more in a short order. Otherwise, we'll head back up. So when the second pick runs out, I'm not going to make a spare. We'll use that as our signal to go home. Yeah, what we often do at our house is it's become, or it was, a family affair, like extended family, to put up the Christmas tree. Grandparents wanted to see the kids putting ornaments on and stuff when they were little, and it just became a tradition. So now we do that every year. Failed. Yay! Okay, good. We'll get rid of this one. Break. Thank you. And this one. Break. And because I don't like leaving things quite unfinished. There we go. Surface. Welcome aboard, Arch. I didn't do it. Whatever it was, I didn't do it. All right, we need to go figure out where we... There you go! My goodness. You're like the nookiest people I have met in a while. You too. All right, so we needed 2 more. Just do it this way. There we go. Add 2. Add 2 more. Now that I have 4. Thank you. Alright, so now we get sandpaper. So we can use sandpaper to refine materials. I think we had to make some earlier, then we promptly used it up. We can use it to polish items held in the offhand or lying on the floor when looking at them. Interesting. There's a lot of neat stuff in this pack. It's just there isn't going to be enough time for me to explore it all and get everything I want to done. So I need to just push through to do what I do. Okay, so we need to... Where did that light bulb come from? We're working on a light bulb thing. Here. The tunnels, right? This one. Okay, I need the electron tube, which needs a polished rose quartz and an iron sheet. So that's why we need to do this polished one here for those, which is made by poking them. Or you can just look at them on the floor and rub sandpaper. Now I'm just going to take a quick look and see which way is useful for our purposes. This one. We also need this, so it's a bit of a circular thing. I can't do it with that deployer yet until I've made the tube manually. So we're going to throw the quartz on the floor. That seems really odd, but okay. Oops, let's take this off. Throw those on the floor, and then we can sandpaper them. which is odd. Okay, but it took durability off, so now we can use those quartz. I get a pet wolf spawn egg, and a ruby chocolate candy. Yum. Saturation and speed. Nice. Sandpaper in the offhand? Okay. Any particular bonus to doing that? That out of the way. Oh, I get it. Okay, never mind. Food. Oh, this way. There we go. Make much difference. Another way to sand is, and you don't have to throw things on the floor. Good point. Excellent point. Reminds me, actually, strange enough, that angle for some reason gives me flashbacks to doing SevTech a long time ago. A lot of like squashed paper stuff in one hand. Okay. So this one isn't lit up. It implies we can't do it yet. So we have to do super fancy casings, and can I get... Wow. I'm not even going to ask. There's super fancy casings. And this one. I didn't pay any attention to the title at all. And yeah, that's just silly. Okay, so then we have to make the tube, which is polished quartz and the iron sheet. So do I have the 2 iron? Where did I leave those? There we go. Put that down there, and let's see. For safekeeping, let's put the dogs up here. Who do you think named the quests in a custom pack for DC, James? I figure that one's a little self-explanatory. Yeah. Yep, you'd be right. Ecode has changed. Disney again. I swear, I only have half the Disney set in there. These are coming from the other sets. 2 titles in which a frog appears. 2 titles with a frog. Oh. Oh. Poor Dub was slain by a magma cube. Again. That's the same one, Fantastic Sherlock Box. The Princess and the Frog is the one with Tiana. Because rather than being the Frog Princess, yeah. But yeah, poor Dub. Slain by Magma Cube. Okay, we were making the thing. I know what I came in here for. I had the press, I picked it up, and I put the parts away. This one. There we go. Put it away, and then I didn't put everything back. Let's put these away. And quartz can go... Actually, I guess it has to stay. I can put this one away, though. Yeah. And I'm going to make another handle just because I'm lazy. I don't really want to keep taking the other one off. No, it's not a handle. It's a... Ooh, what was it called again? I'm new around here. That'd be my brain most of the time. This thing. Crank. It's so cranky baby, and it's like, oh, yeah, that's probably me. Okay. So we need the alloy and 3 planks. Okay, so we've got 3 planks, and I'm pretty sure... There we go. There's an alloy in there. Ah. And now James Curry is the biggest fan, taking over from Scrublord. Wow. So the price that has come up for that was 1,065 points. What blows me away about that is the fact that people are still claiming it. I know it sounds a little weird to say that, but it blows me away that people are still claiming that one because the price goes up by 5 points every time that it gets claimed. And we started at 5. I mean, now that's been nearly a year ago, I think. least 8 months. So I feel really, really good about that. People are still claiming it. Thank you very much, everyone. Okay, so let's go on this side. Oh, dirt. See, you're here for a reason. Actually, this would be easier. I just go big. Oh, come on. This one? Fine. And that one. There we go. Let's get these squished. Oops. Keep thinking I have to drop them on individually, but it looks like I don't. It is kind of funny when you take it from Scrub, yeah. And actually, you and I need a different conversation later, but it's something that occurred to me, so figure it out in a bit. We needed... I was making the tube thing, which goes this way. Probably gonna kick me that I did that. I need to make... The neon's in the game now, too. Tag, you're it! I mean, there's not a ton to spend the points on, so why not, right? Okay, so we've got this one, which has the... Oh, I have to make an andesite casing and a brass hand. Nice, okay. And then other one. Oh, it's all those pieces, okay. So let's take a look at this hand that they talk about. I've got to hand it to you. The other alloy and 4 brass sheets. Okay. So I put the brass away, which means I need to go get that as well as an andesite casing. No, it's down here. This one. And andesite casings. Do I not have any? Okay. So let's grab some andesite. This one. And... uh-oh. Really? Alright, well, here we go again. Okay. You're only 50-50 here, apologize. Sorting the spare room out. That's fine. When you're getting to things you've been putting away for months, or putting off for months, and finally getting them done, I really respect that. Doo-doo-doo! Okay, because we don't care what kind of tree, then we'll just grab the nearest thing. We're slowly clearing out around the foot of the base, right? Okay. This one, why not? Andesite casings. I'm pretty sure I forget how to do this every time I do it. Don't open the wardrobe in the spare room. I heard it's changing. Yeah. Indeed, indeed, that does happen. Oops. Forget again. Andesite casings are one of those things I just can't keep in my brain. This one. Strip log with your alloy. Yes, okay. So that's why I can't remember, because I never keep enough stuff around. We'll take these up top. Ah, you won't be able to place it one, so have fun. Okay. Should probably take these trees while I'm at it. Simply get some wood for storage. A little bit for storage. That works. I know it sounds dumb to be seems dumb to be going up and down the stairs like this, but really, my brain has trouble with the logic of just going to the bottom of the hill and then using the home command. It feels really odd. Actually, it feels lazy. Okay, so I need to make the alloy again. I don't need that much. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll do it. This. Gimme. Okay. Yeah, I know. I don't know my manners. Okay, there we go. So then we need to put these on the floor. 2, 3, 4, 5. And grab said alloys and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm gonna put these away. Otherwise I'm gonna use them and then see that they're right here. Feel like a doofus. But that's okay. Sometimes things just need spacing to make it so I can actually mentally see them. Okay, so now we have 5 casings, which is good because I'm pretty sure I didn't have any in here. But you know what I'm going to do just for kicks? And decide casing. And then double click. Aha, okay, that feature's not turned on here. That's okay. Sometimes you've got ones where if you double click the chat section, the search bar, you could make it look for things in there. As in, it'll search in your list here, and it will search in whatever inventory you've got open. Let's take the lazy pass. I'm home from everywhere. Yeah. I mean, there's times that make sense, but there's times that I just can't make myself do it. Okay, there we go. So this one and that one. And there. Okay, so where was I? I needed andesite casings to make the thing for the hand for the, yeah. Andesite casings, I need the brass hand, 4 brass sheets and an alloy, and I've got 2 of the diode things. I hope the blaze sets you on fire. Number of times they pushed me over the hill into things was a little frustrating. Okay. Donuts? What did I miss? Oh. Okay, so we need a brass hand, which is, I believe, this one with an alloy up top. There we go. We got the brass hand. And then we needed the deployer. Casing the hand and the diode, we can now make that. 1 down. Alright. What do they say about this? You got a random... Did anybody see a horse around here? I appreciate it. I appreciate it, game. Okay, so, next one, focus on. We're back to the tunnels, as I put it. Oh, I forgot the dried kelp. I knew we went up there for something. Okay, so we've got the 2 different types of tunnels. I'm going to need another electron too. And there's a third thing I needed, was the chute. Another, so 2 more tubes, the regular chute, and a brass sheet. Okay. So these, again, quartz and iron sheets. So I need to go grab some iron. And that should be everything. I think iron and chute, I believe. The chute. And I need the iron. Goes up there. Ooh. Don't need coal for torches at the moment, so I can put that away. Sticks. Whatever I put away, I'm gonna want. Just the way it goes. Okay, so we need iron. Oops, just grab some more. Keeps asking me for it. So we've got iron, and then we've got random diamond horse armor. Put that over here. So, one tube. Oops. This way. Keep forgetting I can bookmark. You don't have to go back and forth. And the dried kelp, that's the other piece. Okay, so kelp is over here. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so we'll get some of this stuff done. Is it 1 per? 2, so I need 2 tubes, yeah, okay. Whoosh, oh. Whoosh. Come on, that's not fair. I made a boo-boo. James the Dark Lord of Donuts. Wow. Wow. Okay, so we've got tubes. There's the other 2. Alright, so what's this? Do that one. Only thing we need now is a what do you call it? Crafting table where things will stay on the table. Those. And then I need the chute, which is another one of those. And a brass sheet, okay. So I have not got the brass. Sitting there. I need the brass sheet, big piece, right? Brass sheet, and I've got the chute, so that's all I need to do for now. Squish the brass. Which would make sense if I actually had things closer together. Yellow said it was the donut of power, hence that makes me the Dark Lord of Donuts. Wow. Okay. Sometimes I think I'm just really out of this social circle on this, so I'm just not understanding what goes on. It goes right over my head. Are inside jokes that are not even intended to be inside, but I just miss them nonetheless. Okay. Hoot. Quest complete. There we go. One down that line. Alright, so what's next? Okay, so I'm going to try this one here because it also opens up the opposite chain. And what does it think we need? Brass casings. No, not that way. Manual item application. Okay. I didn't realize that section was there. So once again, we need more of the logs, and then we can just, excuse me, wipe things onto it. And thankfully it's not an alloy, per se. I forgot to see how many we needed. 4. Okay. Let's see if we can do that. I've got 4 pieces of brass. Gee, do you think somebody measured this out exactly? 3, 4. Oh, that one's not even supposed to be there. Now I've caused myself a wonderful handful of trouble. Okay. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the brass goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Dunzos. A cherry sapling. Okay. Mechanics, you can have it. Armor box. I have a few helmets. Okay, what else we've got? I've got the kelp. This one. Let's go over this direction. And if I can't make it, then we know what we need. Another tube. Pipes. Oh, those. Okay, so we needed pipes, brass sheets, and more tubes. So I need more of the quartz. Yeah. So let's take these. Turn it into that. And then, oh, Fooey. Fooey! Why can't I remember that? This one, that one, this one. Okay. Bookmark that. Unbookmark that one. And then click this. Sandpaper. Right. There was a reason Yellow gave me that tip. Wait, but it doesn't necessarily have to always make logical sense. Alright. Then we need 2 of those, which means I have to go squish the plates. It's not liable to set the building on fire. I guess we could do it indoors. Oops. Hang on a sec. What kind of plates? Iron. Okay, good. I can handle that. Already 1 hour in. Wow. I honestly didn't think it was going to go like that. Alright. This one. These. Need 2 of those. Pipes. Nope, I have to squish the brass sheets. 4 of them, I assume? Back. Nope, just the one. Alright. Which does require... need to feed this guy. Rouge Blaze. Huh. No, I don't intend to put the blaze thing inside. But I do need to give him something burnable. You know, where did I put the bucket? Where did I put the bucket? I had a bucket. Where did I put it? I wonder what Mr. Blaze would do if I fed him on lava. Do I still have the hole open? I hear it flip-flopping. There we go. Right. Hey, you. I like to keep the bucket. Woohoo! Okay. You're gonna heat things, right? Perfect. Oh, not a zinc nugget. Why do I always do that? Okay. Excuse me, sir? Right click. 7, 8. Hello? Move. I don't know why you want to be there, but... Kind of cool to watch, actually. I got 6 before I scooped everything out by mistake. That was kind of dumb. Let's just swap that up again. Can you? Yeah, it starts over. Okay. Fine, we'll make one more. Just because I made a boo-boo. There we go. Spinny, spinny. Fun. Did it again. I left it in there. Okay. So now how does one retrieve it? Got it, but that was not what I wanted to do. Bread. All right. So I've lost my track. This one to that one. This one needed brass sheet. That's what I needed the brass for. Okay. Great. I don't want to squash all 8, but let's try 1. Okay, let's squash 8. Fine. So I've got that. This one. Oop. Recipe. Nope. This one. Recipe. Fluid pipe, electron tube, and brass sheet, right? Okay. There. And now for that we get sniffer eggs. All right. I guess they're organic. I mean, you can't make breakfast out of them or something. I don't even know what I did with the wolf egg. Sniffer eggs. And next up. Sorry, I don't know what's... I must be allergic to streaming because I get into streaming and then I get itchy. Like crazy itchy all the time. Here we have item vaults. Can't directly access the inventory, but the funnels can. Sniffer omelets. Yuck. But yes. I was thinking more, what are they called? There's some sort of delicacy where you can eat the youngling of a fertilized egg, as gross and disgusting as that is, just before it's hatched. Okay. Where are we here? I needed the vault. It looks like we have to make 4 of those, I think it said. Let's bookmark that. A barrel and 2 iron sheets, right? Okay. Escape. This one. Vaults 4, yes. So back up here. Those. I have too many tools, which is part of the problem. Let's put this one up here. That one's basically broke, so I'll put it up there. Barrel has 2 or 1. Oh, yeah, that's not gonna help me anyways. Too lazy. B-A-R. There we go. And we need another set of... Where am I here? Your barrels again. No, not that. Recipe barrel. Here we go. We need 4. 1, 2. Put some of this extra stuff away because obviously I can't hold it all. That'll do. Oh. Things are moving. Stop moving. There we go. Recipe. No. 3, 4. Okay. I think I've got all the bits. But this one, I need 4 of those. Iron sheets. So I have to do 8 iron sheets. Side casings. Bucket can go back here. Actually, that's a thing. Give me a bit of space, I guess. Please tell me I don't need the pipes for the moment. Wait, let's go squish. Squish. Those. I'd love to say I'm yoking, but I'm not, unfortunately. There are people who'd actually eat, like, half-grown birds. I find it really disgusting. But it would be even weirder if you did that with sniffers. Yeah. Sniffer almost with blue cheese sauce. As long as they didn't smell me back while I was trying to eat them, I might be okay with that. I mean, to some extent, an egg is an egg, right? Not everybody's cup of tea, but... Okay, over here. So we need to make 4 of those. And then... I got a gold chest. Okay, I'm going to bet you it's smaller than a diamond one. What are we making? Let's go this way and just work our way down. So this is... Oh, multi-crafters. Oh, lordy, that's a lot of supplies. Okay, how far can we get before I get back there? Let's see, what's this? A rotation speed controller, a brass, and a precision mechanism. Okay, put that upstairs. Really? Jetpacks. Cool. Definitely cool. Arms. Huh. Need another precision mechanism. Okay. Actually make the mechanisms. Recipe of that. What? That's a good question. We'll have to find out. Okay, so let me back this up. So this needs the mechanism, but you'd be better off to make the mechanism first. So then, recipe sequence. Does this really mean that I actually need these 3 things? I'm not sure I understand that one. Oh, yuck. Yellow, I didn't think it was alive. Ew. Ew. I have no idea what these recipe sequences mean. It's like you poke it once when you're running it with a small cogwheel, then you poke it a second time with a large cogwheel, and then you poke it with an iron nugget? Oh, I get it. Duh. Sorry. Think of these things like, how do I put it? More like dispensers, right? So it's a dispenser. Now, when it repeats 5 times, do we have to go through the whole sequence once at a time? Or can we poke it 5 times with a cog and then move on to the next one? Yes, we got to go through the whole sequence. In that order. Okay. So this whole sequence times 5. Great. Well, I mean, this is why they give us things to automate these processes, like the fan, or not the fans, the parts for a windmill. I can brute force it. I'm not really sure you guys want to see that, though. So we're going to need 2 more deployers, one way or the other. The worst item to make in the mod? Uh-oh, what is? Arch, what is the worst item to make in the mod? The precision thing? Okay. So I think at this point, as much as I hate to do it, I may have to step back and play with this fan business. The wheels are turning, smoke's coming out, it's just not on their mouth. Yeah, a lot of people made a loop conveyor. A what? Oh, I see, okay. I'm hoping that's a typo, but you're saying there isn't a way to automate it? That's disappointing. A loop conveyor. No, powering system basically is the key. There is a way. Okay, got it. Yeah, it looked kind of like you were saying there isn't a way, but there is a way. Okay. Now, what I'm thinking about is the windmill thing, or a water wheel to power a setup like that. Something along the lines of that. And then I'm assuming with the loop conveyor, how do you know when you're done? Like, do you just have to let it go around in circles multiple times, and then at some point when you think it's done, you grab it off? Like, I'm not really sure. Ouch, Fox. Ow. Yeah. Oh, I get it. Okay. Okay. They can use all those, what do you call it? The funnels and such. Because the funnels have perks where you can actually start. Andesite funnels, yeah, they do single items. These ones can do full stack, but also they have the ability, to control things a little bit better. That's what I'm looking for. It can be used to cover your belts. Fantastic. Filter slots, that's what I'm looking for here. So you can spit it out this way if it's the thing you need, but if it's not the thing you need, then it just goes round and round and round in your belt loop. Alrighty. And you can use these boxes to turn the corner, right? This thing here? Yeah, that's a gearbox. Okay. So we'd power it at that end, for example, and then it would go around doing its thing. So something along this line actually might be useful, except instead of coming out in my brain, the spot where you see the cogs, that could be like the inside of everything. And then you could take some of the shafts here to power the various, and then upwards to power the various deployers that are poking things. Not this part there, per se. But then you'd have one belt like that, and then another one would come down, say this other side here. You could even have one side per stage, which is probably smarter. And then on the fourth one, it's just got like this sort of filter system. So something would come around, go there, and then if the tunnel says, yep, it's the completed thing, it spits out this way. But if it's not, it just keeps going around for the next run. I think that's kind of what James is saying, and I think we can conceptualize that, but we're going to need a lot more pieces. And what I'll probably do is build the... would make sense. I mean, that was what I was originally planning to do, was just put them on and on. But it sounds quite straightforward to get things off of that from here into some sort of storage. Getting it even thrown on the ground would be an improvement. And then you just throw it on at the beginning of the loop, and it would go around in circles until it became the thing down here that spits it out. So let's see if we could start working on something like that. Because, hey, Dylan actually was trying to dodge every machine possible just to see if she could. But sometimes life says no. And this one said no. Okay, so I don't need these torches at the moment, so I'm just going to tuck them back up here. Always keep some on me, it's just important. Okay. Del can't dodge them all. Yeah, exactly. Part of it was just to keep myself building in two different worlds, because if I fully sink into one or fully sink into another, then nothing really gets done in the opposite one. Okay. So what I'm actually going to do, well, first off, sleep, because I know that I'm already at phantom mode. We're not ready. Actually, was it those I was using? That's potentially how to get things onto the whole setup. But I want to get them off the setup. I mean, that's just an easy way to do it without, like, having to actually bother throwing things onto the mat. Sort of like when you're doing... Dodge roll failed, yeah. Sort of like when you're doing immersive engineering, for those of you that have played with the last mod pack we had, or watched DC, is the big old ka-chunk stamping machine kind of thing. You can either stand at the end and throw stuff on there, or you can stick a hopper on the end of it that just spits it onto there. I mean, that's another way I could do it too, but that doesn't use much in the way of create. So we'll figure out how we're going to power it later. I'm getting the impression when I look at the parts sitting in the box, for the most part, yes, that brass and basic sort of andesite and iron is more the solids, and then the brass appears to be more often the liquids. I'm sure that's not the easiest way to, or it's not the most accurate way of splitting them up, but it does seem to be the most logical way in my head to make it work. So we'll just figure out how far we can get with that. Okay, so I need the shafts, wherever I put those. They're around there somewhere. There they are, see? I'd lose my head if it wasn't screwed on. Okay, we'll put that one away, and I'll come back for the parts I need as I need them, because otherwise we're in real trouble. Okay, so we're going to make some belts, and I'm going to need cogs, I think. I have no idea. I'm sure I'm going to need them at some point. And that's my tunnel to get things out. What's the smart chute for? I love this W, by the way. Smart chutes are vertical chutes with additional control. Alrighty. Oh, okay. So in other words, they're basically they're hoppers with brains. Yeah, and you could redstone them. Okay, fine. Yeah, it's hoppers with brains. Okay, we can handle that. Not something I need at the moment. Tunnel is only for taking things off the belt, but we will need it soon. I need 2 more deployers, so I might as well bookmark that. Don't think I need those. And yeah, and then I got iron, okay. I don't think I need the copper at the moment, so let's put it away for now. And I need 2 more of the, what are they called? They're outside. They're the little stations at the bottom. Wait, I know what they look like, just can't seem to remember what they're called. These things. Yeah. R-A. Nope. A. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. course, I need storage and whatnot afterwards, but as I said, we're going to deal with that later, and I need to remember how to do those because I won't have enough. No. I have to figure out, okay, this is driving me nuts. Options, controls, keybinds. I've got the letter R stuck to something. It's doing two different things, and it's driving me nuts when I press the R for recipe, and it becomes an R for something else. And yet, this system says there's no conflicts. So, that says it's part of my mods. Mods, inventories, this one. Is it U? No, it's not that one. Hotkeys. Bloop. Nope, not that one. Escape, mods, inventory, config. Okay, scrolling through the side pretty quick. I know it's not fair to you guys to see that, but the hotkeys down here. R. Sort inventory for R. No. Let's see. Let's make you page down. There we go. At least things are all in. Actually, let's go like this. Alt R. There. It can still be R related. R for resort as a brain thing, but I need a modifier to make it happen. Okay, so R for recipe. Yes. I think that's all I needed. Not fully sure. We'll figure it out. Okay. And I'm just standing in the wrong place for all of this stuff. So we need 2 more depots. I need the casings. Right. I put the casings away, didn't I? This is one of those ones where like a low-end remote access. Casings? Okay, these. Those. I need 2. Stack? Yes, you do. Okay, because I've got the one outside I can use. And I need to make another one of these. Which took the brass hands. I have to smash this stuff. Okay. You do. Smash the brass, right? I need 2 brass hands, so that's 8. Five, 6. One, 2. That's 6, and then 6 of those. I'm gonna get a ton of them, but better than nothing. Oops, wait a minute, wait a minute. Not the brass. Sorry, color deficiency brief for a moment. Ah! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These and that. There we go. I was just about screaming at the screen. Did I blow up this time? Enjoy. Okay, oh, haha, yes. Of course I forgot that. Of course. Rather than spinning and having nothing happen, it just doesn't go down. Purposely trying to see how far I can pick things up from here. There we go. All right. You need a drink. There you go. Like a mixed cocktail, man. Enjoy. All right. Watching the ingots. It probably says in here somewhere. Recipe. It says heated. It doesn't necessarily say how much effort it takes. But halfway there. I don't know if there's going to be enough energy to do the other half. Hi, guys. I really, as you guys have seen, I really need to turn one of those dudes into a librarian. That would be sensible. You know, see if I can get myself a mending book. Oh, I just realized I've been chowing down on my drinks without any hydrates for you guys. Oh, rude.
Everybody hydrate!
Yay. That's not quite true. What did I get here? How much water? Ounces. No, actually that's not bad. It's about 2 ounces. One more. Come on, guys. You know, if hand cranking stuff in real life would be this effective, then I'm super glad that I got a stand mixer. It's kind of fun to watch. Okay, so we needed a bunch of brass. We needed 8 for the 2 hands. And one more. And then I'm going to need some more, but just to get that one going. So I'm probably going to, not probably, I will have to cave. And I'm debating whether I want to go with the water wheels or the windmill. I don't know if there's a difference really in power between the two of them. There we go. Yeah, we're done. All right, let's make those 2 hands. These. 2 hands. Got 2 hands. Okay. And then I needed more of those bulbs. Did it? Must have. Uh-oh. Did I use them up? Shoot. Well, it's nighttime anyway. You personally prefer the water wheels? Water wheels are easier. One of the nice things, I've got a fountain. I'm actually was debating potentially just turning that into sort of like the central water wheel spot and trying to do all the power off that, but I think that might be a little bit excessive. Okay, I've got 1. Where did I put? There it is. It's 1. It should get me the other piece. Sandpaper. This there, that there, this there. And let's sand it. Nice. Sandpaper replace failed. That's okay. That means your sandpaper's just about dead. All right. And then this. I have a little bit of mining to do between streams, but that's okay. Here we go. This one. Then we make bulb. There we go. So we've got that. We can make 2, 3 deployers. We're done. Okay, checkbox. Checkbox. Done. Now we should build a mining rig of some sort that I can just AFK wait for it to complete. I will be honest, I've watched 4 different videos on suggested to create mining rigs from semi-simple to incredibly complex, but I haven't got my brain around it yet. Not that I can't, but I haven't quite figured it out yet. I wish I knew why. But yeah, it's just not, it's not clicking. But one of the things I do often, and maybe I'll figure it out this weekend, or not this weekend, sorry, sometime this week. One of the things I do is when people like DC are streaming and I'm watching them, or don't have a whole ton to do on, say, the Monday before I stream, then I actually will just head down to the mines and go classic vanilla. If I can figure out how to do better, I would definitely, always welcome some tips. Saws attached to a rope pulley. It's magic. James, you may have to show me something more about that, because I'm not quite picturing it, but there's probably something that I'm missing. It would make far more sense. Okay. Start with move this one. And I make a shaft stick out of there. I don't want it vertical. See, like I'm so rusty because I don't think I've ever touched Create voluntarily in a long time. I say ever, but yeah, I haven't in a long time. I drill with a rope pulley. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Like you got to run the drill somehow, right? And if I can take the excess out of the middle, I will. All right, I'll pretend that makes sense. What am I trying to do here? Well, the big key, though, with the mining rig is that you've got to find a place to actually mine that is going to be last enough. I mean, if you've only got 3 or 4 spots, right? Then how are you going to actually get enough to do things? Okay. I will be honest. As you can see, my brain is not figuring out the mechanical belt thing. Because I probably have to put it on a cog or something. Yeah, brain no worky. Righty. Pull that out of my hand, it's distracting. Got 3. That would make sense. Oh, I see, okay. Nope, probably do need that one in the middle. This one and then that one. Now I don't even know how I did it the first time. I have no idea what just happened there. It got what I want, but now I'm curious. So if I take this off, yeah. Sorry, huffing about the eggs. It's like, of all the times for the chickens to come by, this is not the best time. Chicken, you can just, like, take off, okay? I have to be not standing so close. That seems to be the key. Okay. Now the next, I can do a 3 on the other side. But I think the one beside it has to be a 4, at least, if not a 5, to have the unit in the middle. And then where my brain's going is something like this. And let's steal this one for now. Something like that, so that each station would be things, and then it would go on and come off at the start end. Well, I'm assuming then. Oh, I can make it smaller. Alrighty. Yeah, of course, because the... Right, of course. Supplies waste, but that's okay. Oh, stupid thing. Yeah, because then you'd have the one stage here.
Welcome.
They'll need... Hey, Swanky, how you doing? You're saying then, could I make it effectively, like a 4x3 then? No, I can't. It's gotta be, it's gotta be huge. Right, because in theory then, I would have this one. Is it here? Did I not make... Yeah, there it is. I'd have one of these, except going down. That. I am really, like, losing it. There. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. So then this would poke one stage, and the thing would go up, and then have to go onto another belt on this side to be able to get the next. Oh, to be able to get the next stage, or the other side doesn't really matter, but this way, and then it would have a stage in the middle. Well, I've got two choices. See, I can either complicate the cogs and whatnot to run all three of the deployers, or I could try and simplify that part and complicate the outer layer. So, as I see it, it's probably 6 of one, half dozen of the other by the time you're done. But if I hear you correctly, yeah, so what you're saying is I could theoretically do that. Right, and have each... Rotate around the face you click. Okay, let's do this. Oh, I see. Okay. Maybe with that, maybe with that saddle I've got in storage, I should turn it into a. I should maybe go get a donkey, because that would be appropriate at the moment. Good question. Fantastic Sherlock Fox is poking me to try and decide something already onto what I want it to work like. So then, James' question is, then how did you make yours like a circular belt without being big? Because that's kind of puzzling me. Yeah. Is there a way that I could put 2 sets of belts going side by side in opposite directions? No, I don't expect it to be efficient. Because I think I need a gearbox to switch it directions or something rotational in between, otherwise it's going to attach. Which suggests then I'm going to do it this way. And just basically repeat that on this side without all the stuff at the top. Oops. Yeah. And then this one and that one. This way. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, it sounds like a similar idea. This way. Okay, so my thought on this one is that's the system that actually works. Okay, that's the part that actually works, in theory. And if the thing is what I want, then that might be why we have 8 shafts. Then I can just get to spit off in this direction. Click with item to set. Yeah, that's not going to work. So looks like I have to make one manually before I can actually like power up the rest. But that'll be okay. And then down here we'll do a whole of storage stuff. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You know, buddy, I do need an item frame. Do you want to be my item frame? There are plenty of other cows in the pen, but you could be my item frame if you want. He said no and he meant it. Oh well, whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna have to make one manually, but if I chuck the stuff on here and get it to do its little pokey deal, and then do it manually, we should be okay. Okay, so we need a precision. I need to bookmark that anyways. What's involved? Okay, cog, large cogwheel, and iron nugget. Okay, so no, not that. How do you load them? Ah. Yeah. So like that's for you to know and me to find out, is it? Mode use. Okay. Deployer, give me my W. Yeah, I got it. I can imitate player actions. Nice. Okay, we got that far. That's fine. Click the front of it. Okay. This will be step 3, so we right-click this side. I think I just gave it 9, but that's okay. Yeah. I don't need that. I need 5. You can have 5 this time. And then you can have a large cogwheel. That looks really weird. And you can have a small cogwheel. And what was it I was actually poking with this thing? Oh, a brass sheet that has to be squashed. Alright. Can we get that far? So I'm thinking a piece of brass... No, not a piece of brass, sorry. Come on. What am I doing? Gold sheet. Aha. Oh, I do have one of those. But let me think. Something that I'm actually using. The cog. Oops, I need those for something else. Cogs and stuff won't get eaten up. This one will, but I'll put them away. It actually wasn't the issue. It was I put the wrong thing on it. But that's okay, I have the golden sheet anyways, so we're fine. So you know what? You could still be right. And then I would have just ended up with a squished wrong item. So, yeah. There we go. I could say something more derogatory, but I think I'm going to stop. Because even though it's about myself, it's still kind of not nice. Okay, so we take this thing. Now, I have a feeling it's not going to let me do it the way I want to. But I want to play with it just to see. I want this piece. I am well aware that things up top are not being powered at the moment. Let's not use that one. I'm curious what will happen if I put this one on. I'm pretty sure it's going to ruin the setup, but it's amusing nonetheless. Yeah, precisely incorrect. Because this isn't going to work. See, it does that, which is not what I want. I'd rather have a small one than a big one. I want it to rotate around. Oh. Empty hand. Thank you. So I want it to rotate around a face I'm not looking at. Okay, fine. Put me on the belt for a second. There we go. So then in theory, if I did that, yeah, okay. Let's see what happens. So I need to put something on. This has to come on a different way. To be able to go through the system, I'm sure. Oh, not that one. This one. Thank you. If I did that, it doesn't do anything. Because I wasn't actually spinning it at the time I put the thing on. So it didn't do the first step, which means it won't do any of the steps. Right? So if I do that, there won't be enough... Yeah, there's not going to be enough run. Oh well, I can play with it. Exactly. Yeah, they're not getting powered, because it probably won't let me run it that way. Okay, so yeah, I have to start again, but that's okay. We've got things we can play with. Now, the belts are made out of kelp, so maybe my best bet for a Streambox item, before we go talk to Chronic Noob, is to go get a piece of dried kelp. Trying to figure out what to call it. There we go. You like that? Help me, Obi-Wan. I don't need that much. That's gonna be a problem. There we go. So I'm hoping I can get this done before it kicks me. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Help me. Okay, yes. And that's because we're using the belts to make the thing. Even though it's brass, close enough. All right. That's what we've got. That's what we're going to use. We're going to get kicked any second now. So you can see I've got the kelp. That's what I'm going to use. And let's switch over to any screen. There we go. Try this one. All right. So let's see if we are alone or if we are in company. Nope. At the moment we're alone in the chat. That's okay. I don't think I even have. Do I even have? Nope. So I didn't even have the stream weekend source on this one. Stream weekend. There we go. That's me. So thank you everybody for coming by. Huge thank you to all the folks that stuck around. I derped my way through a few things with your help, and I really appreciate everybody letting me know what I was doing incorrectly. Hopefully we'll get some more pieces and things we can work with, parts. And we'll pick it up on Tuesday for those that managed to come around. In the meantime, your stream weekend schedule is here. And so what we have left after myself is we have Chronic Noob is coming up next, also known to many people as Poppy. And after that, we'll have Dadcraft, who will be closing out the show. So we're just pulling around to make sure that we're not alone. You're very welcome, James, as always. Refresh. And that was actually a relatively fast return for the server. Thank you very much for being my biggest fan. We've had a few good biggest fan moments today. Oh, also thank you very much, Silver Unicorn, for the follow. I really do appreciate that. Alrighty, so as soon as we can catch Chronic Noob, let's go live with that. So still got the schedule up. Let's drop that. In the meantime, then, while we're waiting, I'm going to see if I can make that scam. See you in the next stream, James. Been working and spending time with family. No problem, Poodle. That's not an issue at all. Trying to figure out what I did with my organics. Apparently I have to go kill another cow. So we're going to make an item frame at some point if I actually get any cow to work with. And then we're going to put that up. It's only because at the moment, oh, face cam, sorry guys. There we go. At the moment, I don't have, what do you call it? Any idea where the people on Modded were putting their stuff this weekend? So I'm going to throw it on the wall until I find out. Aha! There we go, jackpot. No, that is disgusting. Why are you pushing me and shoving me like you want to have the same fate? That makes no sense at all. There we go. Poppy is live. Yay! Give me just a second to switch conversations, and then we will be over there. That didn't go quite as planned. So let's, I'm not going to delay too much longer here because I'm stealing her time. So what I'm going to do is make the frame because that takes like all of 10 seconds. And then we are going to raid over there and see how things are going. So frame over here, kelp over there, and that's it. That's it for me, everybody. So I want to say thank you to everybody else. And as soon as I can double check and make sure Poppy's live at my end and I'm not having a channel problem, then we will just cold raid over there. Where's my refresh button? Thank you, everybody. Have yourselves a great time, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye for now.
Miscliff managed.
Transfer complete.